The most important global gathering of the brightest minds fighting AIDS, scientists, doctors, activists and people living with the disease. Well, that conference will be held online this year. 25,000 participants are expected to log on for the week-long conference, which will also explore the relationship between COVID-19 and AIDS worldwide. Nearly 38 million people are living with HIV/AIDS, and in recent years, scientists have made strides developing vaccines and treatments. Still, despite curing a second patient of the disease in 2019, stakeholders say there is a long way to go. Well, the president of the International AIDS Society, Anton Posnaik, is joining us now from London. Thank you very much for your time. Look, a year ago when this conference was held, the world looked very different to the one that we're in now. What impact has the COVID-19 pandemic had on the treatment, the prevention and care of people with HIV around the world?
Well, worryingly, the United Nations AIDS group have estimated there might be 500,000 excess deaths from HIV related to the COVID-19 virus epidemic.
So how do you try to mitigate against that? What options are there?
Well, a lot of people with HIV have self-isolated and been very careful about what they've been exposed to. But what we've done in many countries is made sure that they don't need to come to clinics as often. Many of them were coming every month. Now we say come every 3 months. We've made sure they've had enough pills to take while they've been at home. And we've been giving them support where it's possible by telemedicine, telephone, text messaging.
Even before the pandemic, researchers were asking, how do we get around a potential sentiment that HIV is a forgotten crisis, that people have sort of got used to learn how to live with it? How has that been exacerbated by the coronavirus pandemic?
Well, obviously, it's the big pandemic that we faced in outside of Asia since we've had the coronavirus. So we've had a lot of resource put into HIV quite appropriately. But what's happened, of course, with the COVID-19 is that, quite rightly, that resources had to be moved towards dealing with coronavirus and monies and funding put towards dealing with this new pandemic. And therefore, it's been more difficult for us to manage the HIV epidemic at the same time. When especially human resources have been moved away. I mean, nurses, doctors have had to be dealing with the coronavirus epidemic. Research has really been put on a freeze while this has been happening. So you can see there's quite a lot of different impacts that have happened because of COVID-19.
Some of that is what you'll be tackling in the conference that's obviously happening online. What are you hoping to get out of the next few days?
Well, the IAS is a great convener. So what we do is bring people together, which is obviously challenging when you're moving away from a face-to-face to a virtual conference. So we exchange ideas, exchange science, and put the latest science out there for people. We also provide a huge platform for communities to reach out to each other and to exchange best practice, good ideas, and to meet up so that we can have a unified approach to try and tackling HIV and AIDS.
Thank you.